Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name is Corey, and today our episode is 100% AI generated. These are all deep fakes that you're seeing right now. And it just goes to show you that you don't need writers. You don't need writers and artists. If they go on strike, just get rid of them. You don't need those guys.
Play some of chat
My
GPT.
hand like this does look like an AI generated hand.
I have this many fingers.
Are you sure it's not the spaghetti?
Yes. So, seriously, I thought when the robots were gonna take over that they were supposed to do the jobs that we didn't want to do, like they were gonna do the heavy lifting and work in the big industries that were dangerous. But instead, they're taking all the jobs we thought were safe, like the writing jobs and the creative jobs,
The more recreational stuff.
and then the jobs that we were gonna, that are really, really dangerous, instead we're giving to the children.
Yeah, 14-year-olds.
14-year-olds get to do those. Right. So that's our political PSA for the day. Let's get to gaming.
You should make a campaign about that. A bunch of PC child workers trying to overthrow the AI that rule the world and take all the fun jobs and
Instead of having to
joy in life.
Instead of trying to have to do all of the burger flipping at McDonald's or the car part replacements, now they have to
So Tarek, you're
win
really
a contest against AI.
deep and nice, and Sasha, you're a little echoey for some reason, a little distant.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if your microphone's working. Can you talk right into it?
Me?
Yeah, talk
Is
right
it
into
not?
that microphone. No, I can't hear you.
Oh,
What
no.
about now?
Nope.
Well,
Right?
people keep
Sasha?
talking right over her as her mouth opens.
What about now?
Okay, that sounds much better. Okay, we got it. Excellent. Just want to make sure that everybody can hear everybody. Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to be a little... We need to pump you up just a little bit. Okay, and we're ready to go. Hey, I want to thank our patrons that are scrolling at the bottom of the screen. They help make this channel great. I hope you've been enjoying our shorts on the main channel. And we have this adventure that you can get on our Patreon for free right now. As I said, my name is Corey. We are joined by our cast and crew who get to be voted on the Patreon for a special benefit. And this week's winner is... that can't be right, is it? Shosuro Kuranagi.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Donald Trump. I was going to be like, holy shit, he's done it again.
What?
He didn't get
wasn't
the
even
most-
on the ballot.
He didn't get
Exactly.
he didn't get the most votes, but apparently he won.
Somehow he pulled it off.
Got AI to send in a bunch of fake votes on the
Yeah.
Patreon.
They were the best deep fakes.
Like, what are all these NFTs doing posting here?
Oh god, no. The NFTs have come alive.
So Tarek plays Shosuro Kuranagi, and you can start with your character introduction as quickly as possible. Make it less than a minute, man. Go.
Okay, my name is Tarek, and I play Shishiro Kuranagi. She is the best character, undoubtedly and objectively. She has glasses. She is very meek, and she has a lot of plots to do all sorts of things, including potentially deep faking the bride of the wedding, Motonomen, and making her ex think that.
You're just gonna club her over the head and put on her headdress and then marry Kengo.
Yeah, exactly. That's the plan. And I'll just keep that up for like the rest of eternity until I bear his child, and then I'll be rich. Profit somehow, and then get myself out of the situation and let her take over taking care of the baby after I have embezzled all the money from her.
All right, who's next?
So you're like what was it, Mockingbird? No, it wasn't a Mockingbird. Darn.
Doji Daisuke's next. Booyah.
Who?
You're up.
Doji Daisuke. Ha! All right. Threw myself into the fire. All right. So My name is Matthew. I play Doji Daisuke, and he is a fabulous Doji courier with a fat suit disguise. Yes, he's still wearing it even after his last fabulous reveal from the previous encounter. Got to keep up appearances for some reason, but he is the apprentice to Kingo, the new white dragon, and he is going to be approaching his master, making sure to let him know about the let's see, the unicorn upstart that is kind of against the wedding that's happening. So is like, so he just wants to inform his master, hey, we have a bit of a detractor here, but don't worry, I have a family member that's willing to help you out with that too. But otherwise, we're just doing some minor scheming and some bit of like protection for this marriage. But other than that, and other than that racket, I think I'll just pass it on to James.
Hi, I'm James, and I'm playing Ide Yongso. Oh, the tiny little spy. He's prefers to be a musician though, and is here just to help celebrate the wedding for the most part. Though, like all our companions, we have our own little goals on the side too. And I tried to deal with the disturbance and got my ass handed to me readily. I'm going to go ahead and pass off to Crystal.
Hello, I'm Crystal. I play Moshi Sora, the super tall and gangly. I'm drawing a blank here. Centipede. Just another arthropod here. Anyway, she specializes in fire. She is here just to enjoy the wedding with her friends and also hoping to figure out how to help a clan member who's fallen deathly ill and nobody can seem to heal him. And that just leaves Sasha.
Hi, I'm Sasha, and I play Bayushi Naorin. I don't really have any super snazzy, like, interpersonal reasons for being here. Just a lot of, like, very conflicting, just a lot of conflicting, like, family stuff going on in the background here. Naorin has to sneak a message to her previous clan's daimyo without anybody knowing what exactly, like, who delivered it, or like no connection to her. And she has a pretty deep suspicion that her clan is trying to test her with this again. So, outside of that, she's just trying to kind of babysit other people and not look super annoyed at everything. While, you know, hopefully making sure that somebody doesn't stab Kengo at the wedding, because that would kind of be lame and be a lot more work for her. So,
What's that Naruto character that everything's a bother for him?
Shikamaru.
never watched
Shikamaru,
Naruto,
yeah.
never will.
Shikamaru, yeah. Yeah, that's
I have never
that's
watched
Sasha's
it either,
character.
Yeah.
It's such a drag. Everything. Okay, let's start out. It's the wedding of Kengo and Nomen, and this is the last adventure or the last game session where we will be here in this pretty little map. Let me
Oh no, but it's so lovely.
It's so lovely, but this is the last time we'll see this. Hopefully. So let's get us started with Crystal and Youngso, who you guys were going to go see the Ichi Daimyo, who is also the master of ceremonies here. He is up here on the staircase. That's where she is. Talking to this monk.
Ooh.
So far away.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
All right.
E2 Wakana.
Way the heck up.
In Uenoyama. All right. As you approach the stairs, both of them will kind of walk up and block your way and say, "Excuse me, we are not ready for visitors yet." And then says, "Oh, you are Moshisora and Ide Youngso, correct?"
That is correct.
Oh, I beg your pardon. They said if you two were to come through here, I was to let you through. I am Iuchi Wakana, Shugenja and Daimyo of the Uchi family, and this is Uenoyama of the Thousand Temples. As she introduces the man with no hair on his head.
It is a pleasure to meet you two. We actually came hoping to speak with you, Iuchi-sama.
Oh. Of course. I suppose I have some time. Not much, though. What can I do for you?
Well, it has come to my attention that you are an accomplished healer.
An accomplished healer?
Or you do deal with medicine.
We deal with magics of the element of water, which have great healing abilities. It's true. And we use talismans to help us in our in the magics that we perform.
And Uenoyama might also have some wisdom to share for it too.
He says, "Oh, I apologize. I'm not good at manipulating the key in other people. I'm very good at manipulating my own key, though."
Perhaps, but maybe you have heard things or seen things that could be of help.
Maybe. I try to keep my eyes and ears open, but, sure, I'll try. He nods and smiles.
Well, you see, one of my clanmates has fallen deathly ill after being bitten by one of the giant centipedes. And none of our healers can seem to heal him by using the kami. So I have been sent to attempt to find alternative methods.
I may be able to help you, but I can make no promises. If you can find a fairly powerful water kami and either capture it or befriend it and bring it to me, I can bind it to a talisman and then give it back to you, and you can use that kami to heal your friend.
Find and capture a water kami. And you think this will work where the kami have not helped before? Although, to be honest, we do specialize in fire in Centipede lands.
Well, if a kami is within a Mishodo, a special talisman, it will have no choice but to follow but to follow your orders. And I will especially want to follow them if you promise to release it from the talisman if it does not like it.
I see. Have you any ideas of a location where I might be able to find such a kami?
There's a river nearby. But Otaku Castle is a very old structure, dating back to just after the Kirin clan left to wander the Burning Sands. I'm sure that there are plenty of places here that hold mysteries and secrets, especially since the Otaku family didn't even build this place. The Fox clan did, and they are our guests here today.
Ah. Well,
Yes, and
perhaps
wonderful
I shall
dancers
talk
they are.
to them. I thank you for the advice, Iyuchi-sama.
I have to get back to work. There are still several preparations I need to make to sanctify this area.
Of course.
Okay, I'm going to move on over to, let's say Daisuke? Let's say Daisuke. So you're up here.
Yeah, and I am
next-
with my cousin Ushio.
Yep.
And we are going to, if I remember correctly from the last game, we are going to update Kingo on the state of affairs that's going on,
There,
before the wedding. Right?
there are Otaku guards that are guarding this staircase, but they do let you through when you introduce yourself as Doji Daisuke.
Mm-hmm.
You come up, and you can go into this little building here where Kengo is getting prepared. Servants are pampering him and making sure that he is ready to go. And he sees you come in and says, "Oh, Doji Daisuke,
Hello, Master Kingo. It's so wonderful to see you again.
I didn't think you were gonna be wearing that."
Sometimes you have to be prepared for whatever might happen, and I would say it might be a good occasion.
Really?
I've come to warn you about a bit of an upstart that I have met before arriving here. That I want to give you warning of.
Well, I'm sure we have guards and stuff like that, right? I mean,
Yes.
I have to, take part in a little cleansing ritual, and the ceremony's about to start soon, and I'm
right.
not sure if I can handle it all.
All right. Well, if you just let me know if you need anything. We will perhaps handle this after the ceremony.
After
But
the
if
ceremony.
anything happens,
So it's
I will
not-
also help
no-
stand guard as well.
No one's gonna shoot lightning from the heavens during our ceremony or anything like that, then.
I don't think that would be what would happen.
Okay, good. Good.
But
Daisuke,
it
you
would
can...
certainly be cool if it did.
You can...
Hold on, what'd you say, Tarek?
That it would certainly be cool if they did.
Daisuke, if you could just deal with this matter, just whatever it is, you have my support. You can just have it.
certainly.
Oh, and also, if it is possible, don't let Noman see you like that. She will be very mad. This is her wedding, after all. Well, it's mine too, but you know Noman, right?
Well,
She-
I haven't had the pleasure of truly speaking with her or meeting her.
Okay,
I
well-
wasn't aware that this was going to offend her, but if she wishes me not to wear my disguise, then I will acquiesce.
I think she would have just assumed because, well, I mean, it's like her.
Well,
it's like a special day. It's a really special day.
All right. Well, if
And to have
if
to
he
have
needs
our
me,
friends here
Mhm.
looking like our friends. I don't know. Like then again, the most of the times we've met you, you've looked like that. So there's also
Yes.
that
Well,
to
this
think
also
about.
acts as a bit
I
of
don't
extra
I don't
caution.
want to tell you to change. If you feel comfortable like that, you should wear that.
All right. Well, if no one will be
Kengo.
upset with it, I will do something to make up for it.
It's all right. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
Mhm.
do something to make up for it. That's a good idea. By
Don't
the
ask
way,
for permission. Apologize afterwards.
I read your last. I read your last composition.
Yes.
It was wonderful. I made only a few notes, but I haven't had time to send it back to you yet. It's here in the palace, and afterwards I can get it to you.
I would definitely appreciate that. But first, we will celebrate your union with Motonomen.
There's a crane standing next to you, kind of like dancing from one foot to another.
And I
Trying
definitely
not
also
to burst
apologize.
out as a fanboy.
Like, I also definitely apologize for bringing a cousin of mine in. I have only met him.
He bows very low and yells very loudly, "Doji Ushio!"
Ushio-kun, you don't need to announce yourself so
I'm sorry. I'm
loudly.
sorry. Uh, j- um, Kingo-sama. Hey, I have your book. Um, it's very good. I really like it. I
He holds your work in high
You don't have a
regard.
brush here. Could you write something in it? Kengo looks at you, looks at him, smiles, and says, "Of course. Come on over here."
Can I get your autograph?
Like now, Daisuke kind of understands. Like, oh, maybe it was a little too early to bring Ushio in. So once that little thing is done, Daisuke will take Ushio aside after, like, what Kengo does that, demonstration, and says, let's try to assuage Master Kengo's stress a bit, and have him
You know what?
have
I
him
will
go
go
through the
make him tea
ceremony.
right now to make sure that he is de-stressful. And he runs over to the teapot and starts like preparing some tea.
I do apologize. He is a dear boy, but perhaps after the ceremony is done, I will do a proper introduction between you and him. I wasn't expecting him to act as exuberant as he is, but he is quite excited to meet you.
It's fine. It's okay.
Mhm. I
Um,
do find that side of him quite endearing.
if
And
he's if he helps you alleviate whatever this problem is, I'm
mhm.
for it. It's fine.
All right.
You don't have
Hopefully,
to
we'll have more
apologize to me,
opportunities to talk after
Daisuke-san.
the ceremony. And we will do what we can in the background before, during, and after. So Daisuke will also kind of help assist Ushio with, preparing the tea, trying
He's done.
to
He's
be.
got it.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got
Cool,
the tea.
cool. So Daisuke, in whatever way he can, he'll try to offer a more zen presence. He's like, well, like he thinks internally to himself. I might have made a slight mistake, but I will try to tamp down whatever is going on currently.
Oh, I fucked up.
Make sure. All right.
All right. We are going to move over as the fanboy will try and make a conversation about like things that he loves about Kengo. He will love
To
at
Kengo?
Kengo for a little bit. We are going to move over to the
You
two
described it
scorpions.
as at.
We will move over to the two scorpion. And you guys have moved off the beaten path a little to scheme. And I believe you have a plan that you're going to enact. Possibly going to go see Moto Nomen, if I do remember correctly.
Whisper, whisper, whisper. Whisper,
there was a
whisper.
there was a deal struck.
Yeah, sort of. So yeah, I think they had talked about it last time that they were gonna go see Muranomen. Kuranagi was very excited about the idea of impersonating Nomen to speak with the guy, and Aaron's like, it'll never work, you're way too short. Um so and that pretty much sums up that conversation. Um so I think they were pretty much done. We can go and like try to see if we can speak to her real quick.
All right.
See what her thoughts on the matter are.
You can move on the outside stairs here, and the guards will let you through. There are or you can just move past. You can just move past the daimyo. She'll stop you though. And she'll say, "Excuse me, this area is being sanctified for the ceremony." Oh, are you? She'll look at you. Are you Bayushi Naren?
Yes, and this is Shishiro Kuranagi. And she
I see.
gestures to...
Very well. You are on the list of the few people that can be let through before the ceremony begins. You may continue. And
Thank you.
she'll bow.
Kuranagi,
Offer a very polite bow.
you move your token.
Oh,
Move your token.
sorry. I have smaller legs than you. You're so tall and lean and perfect. I tripped. Oh god, the stairs. Hold on. Okay, I'm hobbling. Okay, hello?
Do you think Nomen walks like this?
God, there's a monkey.
So
Don't get distracted.
in this little area back here, that's where she is. She is being prepared by servants. There's like Shugenja that are doing like a purifying ritual. They're just getting everything ready and squared away, and you can come on into that area, and she'll greet you. She'll say, and she's got like elaborate headdress and like silver jewelry all over and deep blues. It's a really elaborate and awesome wedding dress. Let me see. Do I only have the token art? I think I only have the token art. Show all players. There, how's that? So yeah, I did a new piece of artwork for her, and I think she looks great.
Mm-hmm. Quite lovely. Cake with so much makeup that she looks like a porcelain doll.
I think that's the point. I'm assuming that's the point.
Yeah. But she still has that darker complexion.
Naren bows and says, excuse us for intruding.
She'll say, "No, of course. Please come in. If you're here, it's probably something important."
Yes, I believe it to be. I wish to gain your insight on a matter that has been occurring.
She says a man or a matter?
A matter. But unfortunately, it is about a man. I presume you may suspect already who I am speaking of. Oh my god, it's been 2 weeks since we've played. Shinjo Akiji.
She rolls her eyes. Oh, what does that man want?
That monkey was really interesting, but you look beautiful.
Thank you. You look good as well. Thank you for coming. I know it's a long journey.
Don't even. I looked horrible. I look all sweaty, and I got into this whole argument earlier. It was silly, and then I started singing, and it was amazing, but not super amazing. And then there was a doji who was standing there for some reason and also singing along. That was kind of weird. I was surprised how well he knew Kengo's poetry, to be honest.
Well, it sounds like the party's going on smashingly. I'm very happy that
There definitely was smashing.
Yes. regards to smashing, some of our consort got into a bit of a tussle with him over insults to your honor that were being spouted by this individual during the wedding thus far.
She gets she purses her lips a little and then lets out a breath and says, "Well, I guess it wouldn't be a unicorn wedding without at least one fight." I am surprised Akiji showed up here. I told him long ago that nothing was going to happen. But here he is. What does he want?
Well, I have gained some insight from other members that are in attendance here today, and it appears that he wishes to. Hold on, let me look at my notes because I wrote this down. It appears that he wants some sort of concession made for his bruised ego at the loss of your hand. And of course, I don't wish to put you in any sort of compromising position, but in order to stop any more destruction of property, I told him that I would speak to you and see what your thoughts on the matter were. If you wish him gone from this wedding, understand that I will remove him.
His bruised ego is not worth anything. He needs to fix his own pride.
I just do not wish him to spoil your day, for I fear that is what he is after.
I can't eject him. His family's too important. He wants something. I don't know. Shasura-san, you're a very friendly person and very, very amicable. What do you think?
What do I think should be done about Akiji?
What do you think? What would you give him?
What would I give him? It's a very interesting question. I had a couple of suggestions for Bayushi-san, though I don't think she found them very compelling.
Flashback to Sashiro Kuranagi suggesting to Bayushi Naorin last week to poison him. And Naorin just shakes her head like...
I said put him to sleep.
Yeah, that's what she said, but Naorin heard what she heard.
Put him to sleep.
That's a great idea. Put him to sleep. If that's said out loud to Naorin.
Yeah,
put him to sleep.
No, Naorin, that was me making an out of character comment, refreshing everyone's.
Oh, okay.
As to what she said last week.
Okay. So what does Kuranagi say?
I have a few ideas on how we can get him to stop being a problem. One, I think he has the very keen desire to try to speak with you, which is probably not very happy solution for everybody.
If he wants to come up here and hash it out with me, I mean, it's going to stop the wedding for a little bit, but I will tell him where to go.
I imagine you would. But perhaps that would be best kept in private. And there's an opportunity here because I have been taught very interesting magic, or learned it in my studies. And one of those things is how to, how to look like people that I'm not. Which I thought would be really fun to try to impersonate my friend Bayushi-san here and go and make her husband do a bunch of tasks for me whenever I needed some help. But instead, what I could do is use that skill to help not have to bother you and tell him where to shove it for you on your behalf.
Oh, okay.
That way you can continue doing the wedding.
That saves me all sorts of hassle. Yeah, I have to worry about this wedding. So that sounds like a great idea. Bayushi-san, so what do you think?
I wish to say my concerns. He wants some sort of reprisal. It's not just, I believe, an exchange of words that he desires. I suspect he will come here with demands, and I am concerned about uh, Shishiro-san's ability to reply in a way that would befit your stature. Um, I also worry if his intention is to try to potentially do or say something that doesn't look it doesn't look great on your behalf.
But if we do it in private, then he won't be able to say anything in front of anybody who would matter.
So
And if
perhaps we try to engineer the situation to make sure it is in private.
yeah,
And obviously, we won't be giving him anything, and hopefully that will be enough. But I can't help but worry about his whatever it is that he's plotting.
well, if he thinks that by that Moto-san it would do anything less than tell him where to shove it and potentially uh, force him to shove it in the case of him trying to be violent, I think we have that covered.
I tell you,
Especially if you're there with me.
I'll say this. I am more than happy to give him all at whatever glory or honor he wants. But when it comes to power and items, no, most of the stuff that I have is already spoken for right now. But if you can just find a way to placate his bruised ego, give him the honor that he wants or the glory that he wants, I'm all for that. Give him as much of that as you can.
I can do that.
Tell you what,
I have a
if
bit
we
of an out of a character question now in regards to that. How would one go about? I'm not sure what that means. Like, how would we do that? How do we? Like, is she saying that we can? Like, I don't understand the mechanic behind this. Like, or how, you know what I'm trying to? Do you get what I'm trying to ask here?
So honor is how other people see you, as in,
So we could
or I'm
like
sorry,
how-
glory. Glory is how other people see you. The more heroic and awesome and great you are, the higher your glory. The more you seem like a brutish thug, the lower your glory. If you have like a 5 glory, no one really knows you for anything. No one cares about you. But if you have like a 1 or 2, people think you're like a terrible person, a villain. If you have a 9 or 10, people think you're like super awesome and you're going to come in and solve all of their problems.
Okay.
Honor is a more personal thing. It's about how a person, like how trustworthy a person seems to be, how honorable, how, like, because part of honor is honor, but also like righteousness. So if you can make him seem honorable, that can be honorable in of itself. Like sincerity is honorable. And right now, he's acting very sincere. He's just not acting very polite. Courteous. Courtesy is a tenet of honor. But he's also killing his glory by being a braggart, by being a terrible person at this ceremony.
Right. So we can either like promise to like on Noman's behalf and then like something minor that would make him seem like talk. Like say that he just wants to, he just wants you to say something good about him and then say it later and then he'll like forget it all or whatever.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm just trying to understand if I'm like on the right track of understanding.
Maybe just talking the guy up and making him seem worthy might be a way to go.
Of Noman's hand in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't feel bruised about it.
Like, for example, saying that all of the actions he's taken here are perfectly legitimate actions because of how Noman has treated him, is a way to mitigate the glory loss that he's had. But of
True.
course, that's at the expense of Noman.
Right.
But it would really like make him happy.
Right.
Well, you could mitigate Noman's loss too by putting it on Kengo, and then Kengo would have the more of the like glory loss.
He's a really great scapegoat.
He is. He's a really great scapegoat.
You
but-
know he'll just roll over and take it.
Yes, he would.
Exactly.
He'd be
He
like,
will
"Oh,
take
yeah,
it,
that
and
is true."
that would save the two of them their face, while still letting Kengo marry the one he loves. You know what I mean? Like the two of them can still have their love and be happy, and Kengo wouldn't really see a huge hit to it.
I just feel bad putting more shit on Kengo because he's been eating the most of it so far.
He has been eating a lot.
That's his lot in life, to eat shit.
He's been eating it.
Noticed.
He says, or you can just bring him to me. And you're pretty sure that if you bring Akiji to Noman, that there might be a fight. You're not sure, but it's going to be combative, no matter what happens. If you bring Akiji to Noman.
I do not mind. I told him that even if I got him this audience, I would be there. So I don't mind if Shishiro, if Kurenagi pretends to be Noman and then Naorin is there, like acting like stoic and like as a bodyguard for the situation and a mediator, that's fine. And then if he, is too like rude or impolite or tries to actually like hurt her or do anything like that, then I have righteous reason to kick his ass.
Give him
Sure,
a righteous
yeah.
ass kicking.
Yeah. I'm just looking for a good excuse. If he gives me one,
Let him have it.
open season on his ass.
Yeah, I think that's doable. So I guess we should try to draw him away into somewhere private and then handle this for you. Sound good?
All right, sounds wonderful. I hope you have a great time here at the celebration.
Oh, I'll have a fantastic time, I say, looking over at Bayushi Naorin. And I will use my bond with her to give her a look that basically tells her, and if things go wrong, I'll kill him.
Which is why she's like just looking at you with judgment.
Judgy eyes.
She says, if this predicament isn't fun for you, I duly apologize, and maybe I can make it up to you later.
Don't worry, what are friends for?
We would wish to keep this day as pleasant for you as possible.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you. And that is that. I guess we'll move back to Moshi. I'm sorry, Moshi Sora and Ide Youngsu.
Well,
I know where to find the kitsune if you like.
yes, I think that sounds like a better idea than trying to go fight a water kami right before the wedding.
And who knows, maybe they know of some plant that could help too.
Of course. Yes.
Now we gotta travel through the entire crowd back to the entrance.
Of course they're in the opposite direction. Lead the way.
All right, you go all the way down here, and the Fox Clan are in this little alcove over here.
Still dancing and partying?
They are partying. They're drinking sake and telling stories. And they see you approach, and they say, and they, what's his name? Their daimyo is Kitsune Hatakiyama, and he bows, Ide Youngso-san, you have returned, and you've brought a friend.
You were so much fun, I brought a friend. Allow me to introduce Moshi Sora.
Moshi Sora, it is an honor. I am Kitsune Hatakiyama of the Fox Clan. You are of the Centipede Clan, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Us minor clans, we have to have strong ties and bonds in case our larger brethren seek to flex some muscle upon us.
Yes, indeed.
Would you like to honor the ancestors of the Kirin with us?
Yes, I would.
Very well. We do this with the Dance of the Four Candles. Please join us.
I would
Come.
love to.
Do the Dance of the Four
I've been-
Candles.
Since I've been through this dance once before, I try to help Moshi Sora with the specific movements.
They do not just throw her into the fire. They show her movement by movement on how to do it, just like they did with you.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, it is not like a very formal dance. It is not like, like a no theater thing. It is more like a kabuki theater dance where you're
one of
moving.
the instructions is throw your hands in the air.
Yeah.
But there's nothing more specifics, whether you do this, or just straight up. It's all good.
I mean, the Fox people seem like forced people that, And before that,
This party seems like fun.
they were
And the next
plains
step
people.
is wave them.
Yes. Put
Like
your
you
hands
just
in
don't
the air.
care.
But there are specific moves that need to be done in order to honor the spirits correctly and to light the candles in the specific way that they need to be lit. But there is plenty of improvisation that can happen along the way. After you dance the dance, they will congratulate you on honoring the spirits, and you can gain a point of honor for doing so. And he will pour you a platter of sake, as they've been drinking sake from large dishes that you kind of hold with two hands, and little wooden boxes that they just pour the sake in, and you drink from the box.
I've done that in IRL at a hibachi place.
Ah.
My mom has actually done a lot of encaustic paintings on little sake boxes.
Basically, it seems like they just have whatever they have that can fill that they can fill with sake and drink from it. Like, there are some people with little tiny sake cups. There are people with just a bowl, and they pour the sake in the bowl and they drink from the bowl. It's whatever they had. They're not picky.
Thank you, Kitsune-sama. That was an entertaining dance. And I'm glad to honor the ancestors with you. I hear it was actually the Fox clan who has built this castle.
That is correct. We were the remnants of the Kirin who stayed behind to caretake the lands that the clan that has become the unicorn left. And to do that, we built this castle. This castle has changed hands many times, from us to the lion and then to the unicorn. And is now inhabited by the Utaku family, known for their fierce battle maidens. But before that, it was the owners were the Matsu, who were known for their fierce berserkers. Both matriarchal families. Funny that.
What a coincidence. Or fate.
Almost like the spirits here favor strong women.
Well, there must be many interesting mysteries about this place.
There are some secrets here and there. Are you fishing for something in particular?
Well, the truth is, one of my clanmates has fallen gravely ill, and the Shugenja of the Centipede clan have been unable to get the kami to heal him. And so I am trying to gather up any secrets of healing that might be able to help him.
I see. I am sorry for your clanmate's position. Our people are protected by the Kitsune fox spirits, but even they have their limits. And you, I hear your clan worships Atamarasu herself, the sun.
Yes.
Far greater spirits than the spirits that inhabit my forest. If the spirit of the sun cannot heal, I'm not sure that the Fox clan can give you of anything of value. But you are looking for secrets of this castle. Do you know of something that's here that you need help finding?
Well, I was given some advice by Uchiwakana that if I could find a strong water kami and take to her, she could bind it to a talisman, and that should be able to help my clanmate.
I might be able to help. Long ago, our ancestors built this castle on top of a giant cistern. And perhaps the water kami you seek is within this cistern. I know our ancient Shugenja did mystify it, fortify it with some sort of magic. Of course, being water, I would think it would be healing. I don't know if the Utaku still use this cistern, if the Matsu has capped the well and buried it. I don't know. You will have to find that information out yourself.
Yes, of course. It is a good place to start, and I thank you.
Okay. We will move on over, and you can have small chat with the Fox clan and learn Fox lore and stuff like that.
Yeah, these guys are fun.
And we can move on over to Daisuke. Daisuke!
Yay! So, what has been going on my neck of the woods, like at this point in time?
I don't know.
Or should I start kind of like, ushering Ushio, like, kind of away so that way we can let Kengo chill out a bit after sipping some tea and...
Kengo said go deal with the problem. Go deal with the problem.
All right. So, we'll definitely do that.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
All right, so let's see. We will reconvene. Let's see. I assume we already spoke with Kuronagi and Naurin that they're going to talk with Mononomen.
Nope,
So,
that never happened.
that never happened. Okay. All right.
You
So
have no
let's
idea
see.
what they're up to, and they have no idea what you're up to.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So let's see. So we'll go back down the side, right about here.
All right.
And we'll just like make our way to this area right here at the center. And while we're talking, Daisuke will tell Ushio that he definitely admires the fact that he shown some exuberant support towards Kengo, but
He
Ken...
says,
Mhm.
I did not know that you were apprenticing to Kengo.
Oh, I
And
do apologize. I thought it was known within the family that I was
does
apprenticing
he
with him.
take any other students? Do you think you can get me an apprenticeship as well?
That will have to be dealt with Kengo himself. I,
I would not just
as
want
much
to.
as I would like to.
Do I just walk up and ask? Do I write a letter? Do I write you do you write a letter on my behalf? Could you write me a letter on on my behalf?
I can certainly write a letter on your behalf, but ultimately the decision would be up to him if he wants to take on
Of
any more
course
apprentices.
it's up to him. I'm just asking if there's even a chance.
I would definitely be more than happy to write a recommendation for you, but I'm actually quite curious. Do you have any samples of your own poems that you've written? And if so, could I look over them
Of
as well?
course I could give you some of my poetry.
All right.
Yes. But it's not with me right now.
Perfectly fine.
This is a
Perfectly
wedding.
fine.
I didn't think I was going to have to recite. Actually, it is a wedding. I should have thought should recite poetry at a wedding. But
Well,
I'm not the
no-
star here. The unicorn are the star. And if I start reciting poetry and I offend the unicorn for taking the spotlight away from them, what kind of guest would I be?
Which is perfectly understandable. It is their spotlight, after all. We can talk about this perhaps at the reception.
I should
or
have thought about
afterward,
bringing my poetry.
once the ceremony's
Kengo was
on.
going to be here, and all I did was bring his poetry. Well, I'm stupid. I'm a stupid idiot.
Don't beat yourself up over it. So Daisuke will placate him as like, your enthusiasm for it is quite wonderful, but remember, you have to make sure that this this is their scene. You don't need to make a scene by...
I'm not. Okay, we're. As soon as he walks out in public, he's Doji Courtier.
Ah. Ah.
He thought he was talking to you in private, but now that he's out on the
Okay,
road,
I see.
he's very much like he wouldn't call himself anything like that in front of other people.
All right. You don't have to worry about it. We will work on these details in due time.
Excellent.
There's no need to worry.
That's all I wanted to know, Daisuke-san. You're a good friend. Now, are we gonna go find this? Are we gonna go
Daidoji?
find this braggart Akiji and what's the plan? What are we gonna
Show 'em
do?
what for.
So you mentioned that there is a signal that I would have to look out for. Now, I'm actually not quite aware of what a signal to look out for. I'm using cadence to kind of communicate with him about, my true intentions, so that way anyone who's listening in, like, outside will not understand what we're talking about. We're just, like, seems like we're making small talk, but, like, I'm telling him, I have no idea what to look out for this Daidoji, and if he is going to signal me to pick him up, what would I have to look out for?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Because remember when I talked with Ushio about where I could perhaps find Akiji, that's right. So we'll take care of Akiji too, but
You're looking for the
Daidoji Nikkei.
Yeah, you're looking
he
for
said that
Daidoji
there was a
Nikkei.
signal that I would have to look out for. What would be what would he assume a signal from Nikkei would be to look out for him? Because I believe we didn't really discuss. that. And Kiji, yes, we're also going to converse about that as well. Just wanted to
He's like,
quickly.
he says, we should look for not signals, but clues as to where he went. What,
Mm,
like, were you here to signal him or him to signal
no.
you or what are you
No,
talking
no.
about?
I apologize. I misunderstood what you said last time. But looking for clues, I wouldn't
Looking
even
for
know where to begin. In all honesty.
Well, I mean, talking to me isn't going to help you. You're
Mm,
going to have to talk to other people who may have met him along the way. I think
hmm
talking to people and getting their idea if they've met him or where this person where they were last seen, that
Oh,
probably would be a good starting point, right?
yes, that
And
definitely makes
since
sense.
it was the crane who lost them, talking to the
Hmm
crane probably wouldn't give you those types of details.
All right, that
If
makes sense.
Kakita Sama knows something, I'm would be very surprised.
Yes. All right. Now, back to Akiji. Now, considering that I have brought him up with the rest of my troop, especially the my two Scorpion companions, they might be coming up with something that might address his uh
Are we going to
rash
rely
behavior.
on the Scorpion clan?
No, 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 no. This is a team effort.
Okay.
Say it
So,
She
again.
knows her way around these kinds of
You
situations.
gotta say it again. We were muted.
Oh, I
oh,
said, oh no, just my ex-fiance. Not because she's a scorpion, but because she's my ex-fiance. She definitely knows how to navigate these sorts of situations.
So we're teaming up with the Scorpion.
well,
Lots of
as I said,
X's
I
around
have
here.
worked with them before. They have connections with Kengo as well, so like these two companions of mine are very much in favor of Motonomen's and Kengo's wedding. And if anything was to be done to upset Kengo and Motonomen, they will also assist in dealing with whatever might be upsetting the couple. So, I do place a decent amount of trust on their shoulders.
All
And
right.
if we can't find them, they must be doing something in the background to help deal with Akiji.
I'll trust you, Daidoji-san, but I'm
Noted.
gonna keep my eyes on the Scorpion. It's not.
Hmm
That's not something I readily
Oh,
give up.
yes, yes, of course, of course. There are times where, sometimes you have to ally yourself uh, with individuals with not the best reputation because you never know how much of an advantage it might give you
Speaking
in
of
the
the
future.
Scorpion,
Hmm?
Speaking of the Scorpion, what are you two doing? What are the two Scorpion up to?
All the things.
Busy scheming as
Yeah,
usual.
we're scheming. We're literally trying to figure out a way to. Is there other rooms inside this building besides the one main place that we
It's
see?
a very small temple. It's basically three rooms. It's this room over here, which is like an Eastern meditation room. The Western room on the other side, like north is down. So,
Okay.
the Western
Oh.
meditation room, and then behind the shrine, there is like an area where the monks cook and sleep and whatnot.
So could we convince the monks to let us use that sleeping, eating, cooking room to talk to Akiji?
The way into those areas are through the meditation areas, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't want them. We don't
Or
want him to see the real
So
Nomen.
where can we
So
put Nomen to get Akiji into one of these rooms so that we are away from the rest of the engagement?
so the monk is over here. You can talk to the monk in charge of this little. This is
Okay.
his.
yeah, we can go. We'll go talk to her then
Okay.
after excusing ourselves and saying that we will try to handle the situation.
U, Uenoyama is he? That's a boy. He is he is gender male. He him.
Avatar Ing.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. He's got that going on, right? Here, let me show you
Beautiful.
the. Let me give you a better picture of him. Ah, here he is.
You've even got the monkey in the tree, the lemur.
The monkey
There's a
in the
bunch of little
tree goes,
monkeys.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh yeah.
He's a very good-looking guy, isn't he?
Yeah,
Very shiny.
very
Smooth
effeminate.
looking.
He waxes it every day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shines it with a rag, like a
Yeah.
bowling ball.
That's how you get enlightened. Hair. If you have hair, it stops the enlightenment from entering your skull.
Yeah,
It's
all
like
the enlightenment.
enlightenment
It
armor.
also
Big
stops
knowledge.
the
Cosmic
enlightenment
energies.
from reflecting on
Sounds legit.
That's how you know you're enlightened.
Yeah, I think this is accurate.
They see you. They turn. Actually, at this point, she is laying down rice, and he'll be over here, and you can walk up to him, and he'll say, "Scorpion, son."
Oh, hello.
I'm sorry, I don't remember
Oh.
your name.
I'm sorry. I am Chishiro Kuranagi.
Yes,
And this
Jisoro
is
Kurana.
my best friend for life, Bayushino Naren.
I apologize. I did not get that the first time. I am Uenoyama of the Thousand Temples, and this is my shrine. My shrine to the Kirin.
Ue no Yama, can you spell that for me?
Uenoyama. Uenoyama. All one word. Uenoyama.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you see, there's been some troublemakers here in the gathered attendees, and we're trying to help Motonomen de-stress on what would otherwise be a very stressful day. I'm sure you could understand.
Of course.
Well, this individual, as she looks out toward the crowd and looks toward Akiji, has a gripe that he wants to address with Motonomen.
Is that the individual that was destroying the carts at the far end?
Indeed. Yes.
Right. We
Throwing
saw
people
that.
into the yes.
Yeah.
Um,
So he's obviously a good person, and we want
Karen's
to.
gonna give Kuranagi a look that basically says, "Don't tell them about, don't talk about impersonation idea. Like that's not a good idea."
We have an idea for how we can make sure that this individual is no longer a problem for the rest of the experience. However, in order to do that, we need to take him to a more private area so that we can speak to him more directly and not interfere with the rest of the proceedings as it goes on.
A more private
Is there a place
area.
we could do that?
So this shrine is built up, and you could go underneath it.
What is underneath?
Nothing. Big rocks.
Would we
just
be
like
able to
up on
hear the
stilts or
proceedings
something.
from underneath it?
Would you be able to hear what?
The proceedings from underneath it?
The proceedings. You want to witness the wedding from beneath the shrine.
No, I want to not witness it and also not hear it. Because if he hears the wedding, he might use that as an opportunity to run up top and start disrupting it. And
Right.
we want to avoid the disruptions.
Hopefully, we would be able to speak to him briefly before the wedding so as to not be late to the actual
Yeah.
proceedings. But just in case it runs long, we would hope that he would not take the opportunity to rush up and berate Motonoman.
So, I don't know, is the answer I have. And I apologize for that answer. I don't. I don't go down there often.
I would assume you would hear it.
I built this shrine on the stilts that it has for the reason that this area floods a little. When it rains, the ground doesn't take water very well around here.
I see.
But sometimes people bring their horses and they tie them to the struts of the structure when they go to worship at the shrine. I don't know if that helps you at all.
Not particularly, but we will make do with what we have.
Sounds like he's got his
I
head.
look over at Noman, or sorry, Naurin.
Again.
I keep doing it because the names are similar, and I have both on my mind right now. You think this will work?
She shrugs her shoulders and say, "I would hope you would think it would work, considering this is your plan. But let's not speak any more of it here, and let's go down beneath the shrine and see what we can make do."
Okay. As you go down the stairs, Daisuke is at the bottom of the staircase.
Well, actually, I was going to have Kuranagi go down there with her keen hearing, and I was going to stay up here
You got it.
and see if she can hear me clearly if I talk up here.
Got it. Well, Kuranagi
okay.
makes her way down the stairs, and there's Daisuke talking with that other crane that he's been hanging out with.
They're probably going to do the ceremony up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the guests are going to be able to line this area and this area to see the ceremony closer and on the staircase.
I suggest you stand here then and try talking.
Well, Noman is currently in this area over here.
Iuchi
So-
Wakana will tell you to move back from this area because she's sanctifying it. She doesn't want you there.
I want to go here anyways because this is where Noman is right now, and hopefully she will still be there and we won't miss the ceremony.
All right.
So I want to make sure he doesn't hear us, like her talking up there.
Okay.
All right, so I assume Daisuke will take notice of Kuronagi, and when he sees her reach the bottom of the stairs, he will approach and ask, Kuronagi-chan, do we have a plan?
For what?
For Akiji-san, or San, do we have anything that might cause him to be taken out of the way during the ceremony?
Yeah, I was thinking that we would just go with the whole you punching him to put him to sleep kind of thing.
I mean, if worse comes to worse, I honestly wouldn't mind. Giving him a bit of the old brutish sleep force, but if we can,
I imagine you could probably choke him out, right? Push comes to shove, I mean.
We'll have to see about that.
Probably shove.
You would do it for your sensei, right?
Sit on him.
I wanted to say
have the weight of my hidden armor and my rice bags just like knock the wind out of him. But before anything else, I do want to at least ask around a little bit. Now, I'm not speaking in character currently. I do want to ask around a little bit for my Giri, but I do want to kind of like, at least be up to speed as to like, if Akiji is not going to be too much of an issue for the remainder of the ceremony.
Well, what I can tell you is that I do plan to have him removed. I'm gonna talk to him about maybe talking to us underneath the shrine.
Ah, I see. All right. So that
Maybe he can like have some time to whine and bitch and moan basically for a bit.
ah,
And that will let him get it out of his system.
all right. That definitely puts me at ease. But if he does make his way back to the ceremony, I'll do what I can to step in.
Okay.
All right. Well, I do have some other unfinished business that I do need to take care of. But if he does start getting a little uppity, I will come to help if you need my help.
So what are you gonna do?
Taking care of certain clan matters that need to be addressed.
Oh, do
But
you want to
hmm?
beat up the guy still, or
um,
I mean, keep him distracted for you. You come up from behind him and punch him in the head.
Doji don't do that.
Oh, I mean, I've seen tons of doji punch people in the back of the head. It's
First
not
time for
you
this.
or your friend here. Hello, who are you?
Hello.
This is my cousin Ushio, Doji Ushio.
Oh, you're related to him?
I mean, we're the same family.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes, he is a fan of Kengo's work, and
oh, really?
yes.
Hi.
I brought a whole book of his best works.
Really? Me too. He just signed mine.
He signed yours?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yes. Not like I was looking for anything like that.
You were gonna give it to him. What are you gonna do? Get him to autograph his own present? You'll
Yeah, it'll be
right.
worth more when he has it in his possession then.
Always autograph it himself later.
Okay, well, I guess you two have doji things to do then, huh?
Well, we are.
I'm not sure what that means, Sushiro-san. I'm having a good time at this wedding party.
Well, you recited poetry pretty well, so you must know his work pretty well then.
Of course, I know his work very well. I'm his biggest fan.
Should Daisuke be worried about how
Rivals.
like his eyes like pop out of his skull? It's like I'm his biggest fan. It's like, oh dear.
You may have just
If I-
enabled his father.
If I had been there, I'd be going, I think the one marrying him might have you a one up.
How long have you been a fan of his?
Of Kengo's work?
Yeah.
I have been before he became the White Dragon. I collected all of his works and actually had a letter correspondence with other Crane. We have started, I guess you could call it a club where we discuss Kengo's work and other matters relating to Kengo.
He's president of the fan club.
Have you been talking to people about Shozo too? Were you
Shozo?
Shozo's fan before that?
So, you see,
Or have you
I'm
been
not.
exclusively on the Kengo train?
Shozo's fan club has been around for a long, long time. And while I'm part of that, I couldn't call myself the biggest fan. But his apprentice, no. There was an opportunity.
You know, you could also be a fan of Doji Daisuke's.
First person to start the Doji Daisuke fan club.
You could be at the very top of that fan club.
Anybody else getting
I believe it's a little
younger
too
hair
early
vibes from
for
him?
my career to have such notoriety.
We'll have
Yeah,
to
start
figure out.
somewhere.
We'll have to figure out what we can do for Doji Daisuke's fan club. I am way too busy with Kengo, but I can find somebody because he is the apprentice to Kengo, and so good things are going to happen for him too.
Gotta start
Does
somewhere.
he have a little brother who's like
Dear
9
me.
years old and would love to run the Doji Daisuke fan club?
Yeah, exactly.
I look behind them and go, oh, maybe Kakita-san over there might be interested in joining the fan club of Doji Daisuke.
I don't think you understand anything. I don't think you understand how fan clubs work.
Maybe Yogo Tamura-san would love to do it. He might fall in love with Doji Daisuke off the bat.
Yeah, Daisuke pulls a face and is like, okay, now I know you're now you know you're yanking both of our chains.
And
I'm
so
sure
just-
someone here would be.
So Daisuke will try to commit a graceful exit and say, "All right, so
Naren shows up.
before-
What's
before
going
we
on?
go
What?
any
What's the
further-
holdup?
yeah, Naren's like, what? I have been waiting for you for several minutes.
Oh, I got accosted by some crane.
Ah, I see. All right. The plan is in motion. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking care of my Giri, and hopefully I can find those clues. Ushio, I will meet you back when the ceremony commences. But as of right now, I will have to depart from this party, and I will let the two of them take care of their business. See you soon. Now. And like Daisuke, like saunters off to the rest of the party.
Now. No wonder she broke up with you.
Okay, I'm going.
While he's like walking away, Naren is going to call to him, like while he's only like a few feet away. Yes, I hope you enjoy this party. Hopefully, it isn't too reminiscent of your own poor romantic experiences in the past.
Like Daisuke gives a curt smile and like looks over his shoulder, going, like twiddling his fingers as he walks off. I'm gonna try to see if I could talk with the Yasuki and see if I could get any rumors off of him or like any information from
Okay.
him.
What are the two Scorpion doing that we're leaving here? What happened to the token of Koronagi
She's all the way down here for some reason.
down here? Where is he?
Naren is going back to the spot and giving like Kuranagi like dagger eyes, like go do what you're supposed to do.
What do you want me to do?
What do you think?
supposed-
What do you think this is? A
Crane came up-
party?
Crane came up to me and started like a powwow.
Like-
I-
Get under the temple.
okay, I'm going. Well, do you want to go tell him to come meet me under the temple?
No, go test out the acoustics first.
Oh, okay.
Test out
Sorry.
the acoustics.
I go shove myself underneath.
Kuronagi
Yeah,
starts
go.
singing.
Go do your job.
I'm shoved underneath.
Okay, you go under there, and it's not the cleanest place.
Oh, she's
Oh,
under a
God,
building
spiders.
again.
Yeah, you're under a building again, but this time you can stand up, and like the ceiling's way high. There's like
Yeah.
I
big
can run away from
rocks.
spiders if I need to.
There are just big
Horses.
freaking rocks down here. There's no vegetation. There's like those monkeys that are out there.
Yeah.
There's like monkeys lounging in here, picking up bugs and shoving them in their mouths.
One swoops in, takes a nip at Kuranagi's scalp, and this.
Seems like a very
They-
fitting place to meet Akiji.
They seem rather upset that you're intruding on like what they consider their space.
Naren like stares down a monkey, like don't even.
Hey, this is the monkey's bedroom.
You see a monkey on a laptop, like look up, and like brings its glasses closer, and it looks back down. It's like, what the hell is that device?
The writer.
You don't hear anything from above in the temple, but you do hear like footsteps. Like when footfalls
people
are
walk?
hard, you hear those very well. But voices not so much.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go. I'll
Go.
walk out and look up to the Naren and go.
She'll go get Akiji, I guess, while she does her thing.
Okay. You go do
I'll
that.
I'll start preparing myself underneath the thingy to look like to impersonate her.
Naren's gonna like assume that if something goes poorly on Kuranagi's part, that she's gonna hide, and then if Naren shows up under here and there is no Motonomen, she's gonna take Akiji upstairs instead to meet the real one.
No. You should just knock him out and leave him under here with the monkeys.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Think
Face,
about it.
face down in the monkey poop.
Do you want me to roll my spell?
Yeah, roll your spell, definitely. While you do that, we're going to go to Yasuki Izu and the two crane.
Put him to sleep.
Yasuki says, "Oh, hello,
Good evening.
Doji."
Or afternoon.
Yes,
whatever time it
Doji
is.
Daisuke. How do you do? My name is Yasuki Izu, and I have some things to sell.
Oh, well, what sort of things do you sell in this stall of yours?
I just have just items. You can see them right there. And he points over to there, and there's like some fans and some cups and some medicine and some it's just random things. There's some food. There's like a couple pieces of fruit and like a bag of rice or something, and it's all helter skelter.
It's the
Well,
general
I
store.
also hope if you don't mind if I inquire, do you also deal with information by any chance?
Information.
Yes.
I guess I could help you with that, depending on
Alright,
what
well,
you
I'm
want.
looking for a clan member of ours. He goes by the name of Nikkei. And if you know of any information about his whereabouts or his
Doji
dealings...
Nikkei? Doji Nikkei?
Daidoji.
Doji Nikkei. Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, you have?
But I can't tell you anything.
Is there any form of compensation that I could provide that could perhaps help you divulge in his location? Because I do need to bring him back to Cranelands.
Yes. Come this way.
All right.
He'll bring you back behind the cart.
All right.
He says, "Saw you. You go up onto the pavilion up there with your
Yes.
friend. Your other doji friend over there."
Yes. We were trying to inform my master of the unpleasant individual that was
Right,
causing an
right.
issue.
So you were telling Kengo about that.
Yes.
Could you bring me up there to see Kengo? I'll tell you everything I know about this Daidoji Nike individual.
Okay. Now, would you need to have this done before the ceremony, or would you rather have this done after
We
the
could.
ceremony?
I would like the sooner the better. As soon as you tell me, you get me up there, I'll tell you what I know.
Well, all right. Could I even ask as to why you would like to meet my master? Because I'm pretty sure, like, having him meet one fan.
I'm not a fan,
Oh.
but I
Okay.
can't tell you. I can't tell you exactly why. But I'm not here to harm him or any untoward things. I give you my word. It is totally honorable. And
Could I
I'll
do
even
a
give you.
sentiment
I'll
check
even
on
give
his-
you anything from my cart you want for free. Yeah,
Could I at least do a
get
sentiment
a sentiment
on it?
check.
Yeah, I'll use air for analyze. What would be the
I can't tell you the TN. You're gonna have to do the. Yeah, you're gonna have to get a void point.
Hidden.
Okay, so high TN. So I will definitely spend a void point on that.
Okay.
I feel like if you're getting one, you might as well use it.
Yeah, so I'll still have 2 regardless. Okay. Now, would opportunities give me any more information?
They might, yeah, definitely.
It's a
Okay.
secret.
Yeah, I think I could take a few strife on that. Okay. I'll use one of my opportunities to negate 2 strife. All right, so I have 3 successes for this roll and 1 remaining opportunity.
So this is what you get. This guy ain't telling you the whole truth. You get that in spades. Like this guy, he is suspicious. Whether he's telling you the truth right now, whether he's trying to be honorable, well, something about him seems honorable. Well, he's got a moderate honor. He's got a. I'll just tell you right out. He's with the 2 opportunity. I'll just give you his honor. His honor is 55. So he's not a ne'er do well, but he's not like a pinnacle of honor.
Okay, well,
Um,
I, I
that
would
said,
say,
he is suspicious. He like whatever he's selling doesn't seem correct, especially for like a wedding celebration. He's a weird guy.
He's a weasel. Is that what you wanted to say?
Yeah, I believe I did kind of push it to bringing Ushio to see Kengo, and bringing another person would probably cause Kengo to be a little more what's the right word? Like he would probably scrutinize my not what's the right word? Like scrutinize my apprenticeship a little bit. Bringing another person is like, what the heck is my apprentice doing? Bringing people to me before the wedding ceremony. But if he has information of Daidoji Nikkei, Daisuke might have to take the risk, but he will try to be wary of Yasuki Izu, and if
Yes.
he does, and if
With your
Izu does,
role, you know that he's lying about a lot of stuff.
Hmm,
You don't know exactly what, but guy is not trustworthy.
yeah. Hmm. So essentially, put my master at risk, or just risk failing my Giri. Hmm. Would he be more amenable to financial compensation?
No. This
No.
guy. Oh, do you ask him? You can ask him.
Hmm.
Be like, I can give you Koku for the information. You can say that.
Yes, I'll say just that. Well, I could also exchange some koku for the information instead.
He says, I don't need your money.
Hmm.
That's not. That's. If you want to buy some of my goods, you can buy some of my goods.
All right.
In fact,
Well,
like I said, you can take. You can take something from my, from what I'm vending here. If you just want to, if you can get me to Kengo.
this is something that I might have to seriously consider. I mean, I
Okay.
don't want to risk my master's safety.
Of course not. Of course not. I understand. I understand completely. But if
All
you
right.
could have some discretion, he reaches out from the bushes into his thing and pulls something out and says, "Please take this."
All
And
right.
it's like
what
some
is it
fancy
that he's-
chopsticks that he. It looks like he grabbed. Please take this.
All right. What am I to do with these, if you don't mind me asking?
Just it's something to show my appreciation for your thoughts and for your discretion.
All right. Well, I definitely appreciate the opportunity, and I will definitely put some consideration into the deal, and I will come to you with my answer once I've scoured around a little bit at the party.
All right. You have
All right.
fancy chopsticks. And he comes back out and he stands casually next to his little booth here.
All right. Daisuke will continue wandering around the party. I'm having a hard time deciding whether or not I should trust the Yasuki, but could I make a roll to see if like even by like instinct, if I could get a feel for where I might get information about Daidoji Nikkei?
Let's hold
Like
on that for a second. I want to just talk to I want to talk to James and Crystal about what they're up to, what their thoughts are real
Fair
quick.
enough.
We only got a couple minutes left, and I want to make sure that we get this Akiji thing taken care of before the game ends.
Basically, I'm planning on hanging out with the kitsune until the wedding ceremony is over and we can go check out the cistern
That's
later.
great. James? Okay.
Roughly same plan, especially as I haven't seen my scorpion friends in a little bit, and they're the people I want to talk with, but I don't want to interrupt anything they may be doing.
So of the Scorpion, who's going to talk to Akiji? He's right here on the bridge.
That is me. And since I will be walking, where is Ide? Am I walking anywhere near him? No.
I am all the way down at the bottom at the kitsune. And the other Ide are my uncle and daimyo, and they're down a bit further too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm going to fetch Akiji.
He says, "Aha! Baishinoran, son, you have returned. Have you talked to Motonomen?"
I have. Would you like to come with me?
All right, let's go. All right, he'll follow you.
Yeet.
Do. Okay. Over here, there are some like Utaku guards who are like, "You may not pass." Oh wait, it's you. You can pass. Are you bringing this person with you?
Yes.
Okay. You guys go on back here. And there is Motonomen.
I wish I could change my character's
Token.
yeah, of yours.
To be
So-
nominized.
You made it with 0 successes, with 0 bonus successes, and 1 opportunity. Did you have anything you were spending that opportunity with?
Yeah, I wrote it
impersonate
on the
voice.
thing.
Yeah.
The spell lets me basically mimic the voice for 1 extra opportunity. And so since I succeeded, it's a very difficult check to see through the illusion.
He says, "Nomen-chan, finally, you are here. What are you doing? Why are you doing down here?"
Well, as to not continue to cause a massive display and potentially derail all of the proceedings or agitate the spirits of the shrine, I wanted to make sure that we could be respectful of the monks and their time. And so I agreed to meet you down here.
Well, if you wanted that to happen, you shouldn't be marrying this man. You should be marrying me like you should, like we had planned.
Look, Akiji-kun, I know that we have a lot of history, and that the times that we spent together were very meaningful for us both. But things change, and I apologize for sending you on a position that made you feel less worthy than you deserve to feel. But that doesn't change your value or the contributions or experiences we shared together.
Make
We
a
just now walk a different path.
I want
Make
to
a
remind
courtesy.
Tarek because I think we found out that they really didn't spend a lot of time together,
yeah.
and
It's
you should
true.
know that.
So
Oh,
I want
that's
you to
fair.
make a courtesy. It is, I believe, TN3, and you have to give me an opportunity to cover for the fact that you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's TN3 with an opportunity to smooth that kind of thing over.
Can I help here? Like, can I butt in and
She can help without even butting in because we have the bond.
That's true. That's true. You can be like, no, that wasn't. No, no, no. You can't say that. You can't say that.
she just starts to like shake her head a little bit like and I do have ranks in courtesy. So
Okay.
I should be able to help, I think. I don't know if that's exactly how it works.
Yes,
but
it is.
I
That's
That
exactly
does
how
how
it
it
works. Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Because I'm good
Boop.
at this.
Well, 1, 2,
Did you
3,
spend a
and 4. Bunk.
Well, congratulations.
There you
So
go.
I'm getting very high in strife. Um,
Akiji says, well, I mean, be that as it may, there was a deal that was struck. There was a word of honor that needs to be taken care of.
Look, I'm getting married today. And there is nothing we can do here to change the fact that I'm going to be getting married today. What we can do is try to find you a better path forward. There is someone out there who is deserving of you and who
Deserving of
you
me?
are deserving.
Noman-chan, I was promised the hand of the daughter of the great Khan. What is of equal value to that? What is it? Do I deserve less than that? Is that what you are saying? You were doing great until you said someone you deserve. You can make your courtesy check here, but it's gonna be like a TN4 now.
I don't know that Noman. I think Noman would try to be courteous to a point, but when he keeps pressing her, I have a feeling. Can I make a check to like try to determine what her next? If she tried to placate him a couple times and he was still resistant to it, what she would do next?
She told
Because I
us
imagine
while
that
we
she
were
would
up
tell him
there-
like
She told us while we were up there that if we felt like it, come tell him to see her and she will put him in his place. So I think you are being way too kind.
Well, that's she said you can like she would like to try to keep things civil, but then that she would put him in his place if
Give
she needed
him
to.
whatever
Which is why exactly
honor
why I'm
or
saying what I'm
glory
saying.
he needs to leave her
Exactly.
alone.
She said
Right.
do what you can to keep his honor and glory intact, but I will put him in his place if need be.
So here's
now that I've
my
tried
question
to
for
get-
you. What is of equal value to being the bride? What could be of equal value to being the bride of the daughter of the great Khan?
There's some kind of check that we could make for this. Like I'll make it too. Fuck, I'm.
You
I'm
can make a
listening.
culture check. I'll give you a culture check.
I'll do a
TN2 culture
culture
check. TN2
TN2
culture check.
Good at this.
We'll
I'll
make
try.
it it's got to be a certain ring though. It can't be like
Culture.
theorize.
yeah, theorize fire would work. sense void. Yeah, fire or void, I'll accept.
Okay, I'll do fire. Oh fuck! I canceled the dice roller. It didn't roll, did it? I think I
No, it
closed
didn't roll. I didn't see any rolls
Okay, let me do it
happening.
again.
Okay, well, I will point out, I'm going to do it with void, culture void, for sense. Where's my little thingy? There it is. I'm going to go with void, but I do have a disadvantage of lost memories, which could affect this. So
Yeah,
if you
that
want me to
definitely.
re-roll,
Yeah, you're gonna have to re-roll 2 successes there. But if you fail, you get a void.
Oh, great. The 2 successes that I have, I got to
re-roll
re-roll
them.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe they're gonna be explosive successes now.
No, they're just successes
Just
with strife,
worse
which means I'm going to
successes.
be very, very stressed out.
Which is fitting for the
Does
situation.
Ide Youngso have ranks in culture?
Let me see.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
I have
try-
one.
Okay, good.
I'm also going to use my rival ability with Dice K to receive 1 strife and re-roll a dice.
Sounds good.
Come on. Oh, it's another blank. God.
Wow, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Okay, I did succeed though, so I don't get the void point, but I do.
Okay, I'm just gonna take an
But you
opportunity
succeed.
if I can do something with that.
So what happens is you know that there are other marriages that are just as good. For example, to an imperial.
I would say that's way better.
Like she's marrying. Technically, she's marrying a peer. Technically, she's not.
Nah.
But
They don't want him.
but yeah, like if you can promise a marriage to an imperial, maybe that would placate him and he would go away. I mean, she's not offering it. You are. So
I don't know that that's the
Good.
best idea.
Good technicality there.
it's not his fault that he's being tricked. Actually, it is his fault that he's being tricked. It's on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I will say that. I will go, look, I found happiness with a member of the imperial families. And perhaps if you are able to keep your sullenness together for the remainder of the proceedings, I can talk with Kengo to make sure that you are provided an imperial wife yourself.
Make a courtesy roll here. And it is TN 2. Because it's something he wants. He'd love that.
I'd like to use my opportunity to give Akiji
To
a higher TN to the next check he makes.
okay, got it. I'll put that down on his dice roller thingy.
Since I'm tricking him, I'm going to use air.
What happened? What happened to my icons? All my icons are gone. All of my status icons are different now.
Oh, status icons.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that.
Okay.
Holy shield.
All right, you've done
Success.
it. He says. All right, Moto-san. Or all right,
Nomen-chan.
Nomen-chan. All right, Nomen-chan. I will keep you to this deal we have made here.
Of course.
And now I am making it with you and not with your father. You must abide. And
Just
at
keep an eye
that,
out for
you
the-
all hear the horns of the Khan, the Great Khan's procession. As everybody moves out to see the Great Khan arrive.
Woohoo!
We should be going, and Noman, you should be going back to your preparations.
Ah, yes, of course. I start heading up the staircase, and as soon as I get far enough away to be unspotted, I turn back into myself, and will be standing outside where the gathering place is for people.
All right.
Daddy!
Let me grab a
Yeah,
bunch of
wrong direction.
things.
Yeah, I should have run up to her dad and been like, "Oh, Dad, can I borrow like 700 koku? Just for something quick. Don't worry about it."
By the way, Tarek, you're gonna have to make it known after the wedding is over that that was you, so that it doesn't bite Noman later. He has to know that, like, after the wedding is over, and he won't be able to ruin Noman's
If
time.
he
that
sees
was
you
not
turn
Noman.
into somebody else later on.
Yeah. We just can't forget to make sure that he knows.
All right.
I'll just be like, I talked to Kengo. He said no, so sorry. I did my best.
Because you only promised to talk to Kengo about it.
As you guys all come down to see the con, let me bring these two guys down too. As you two come down to see the Khan arrive with his procession, there are just tons more unicorn. All dressed to the nines. They have shining, gleaming armor and weapons. And a man comes out who looks like this. He's very young.
Looks like a baby.
Yeah. But he's wearing very regal clothing.
And plenty of blush.
And he says, "The great Khan's procession has arrived here at the wedding of Moto Nomen. But it is not a happy occasion. On our way here, our procession was ambushed, and the great Khan was killed by an assassin. An assassin sent by his daughter, Moto Nomen."
Wah, wah, wah.
And
I think Kuranagi currently looks like Noman.
Moto Nomen, yeah, no, she will come down herself and say, "Brother, what is the meaning of this? How dare you accuse me?" And he says, Do not think I don't know what happened, for I have the assassin with me right now. We have captured him, and he is one of yours. And bring him out. And this man here, is someone you all know. A lion man of the Kitsu family named Kitsu Satoru.
Satoru?
Yes, Satoru. Kitsu Satoru. Somebody who, swore vengeance to you guys when you outed him and threw him out of the city of the Rich Frog. And he brings forward another person you know, tied up and put down in front of you. Bayushi. Oh, did y'all see the picture, the new picture? I forgot if I hit
did, and that's why my face got all fucked up.
You all see someone you know, Bayushi Hideri-hito. This man was caught red-handed with the poison blade that killed our father. And for this, I sentence him to death. And he pulls out his sword and slams it right into his shoulder. And blood comes straight out of his mouth. It's not a clean cut or kill at all. Bayushi Hidehito's eyes meets each one of you. lingering on Bayushi Narin for just a moment longer before the lights go out and he's slumped to the ground as Moto Zergatai puts his foot on his back to wrench his blade out, pushing him forward onto the ground. This man was hired by Moto Nomen. And Kitsu Satoru says, yes, and we must deal with this immediately. And Moto Nomen says, no. Her father is dead, and yet you want to kill your sister now too? And
I point at Kitsu Satoru and go, that man is a disgraced guard from the city of the Rich Frog. He has a personal vendetta and is not to be trusted in this situation.
He has a personal vendetta against the wife of the man that was just killed.
Zergatai says, silence! I hear your objections. I do agree that things should be done in a proper way. We shall hold a court where everyone will be heard. And until then, Moto Nomen and Kengo will be held within Itaku Castle. They will not be harmed until this court happens, but they will be kept within the dungeon. All of you are guests here today. We apologize for this. There is no way we could have known. But this does not involve you or any of your clans. We will put you up for the night in the castle, and you can leave in the morning. Everyone is free to leave, but you may not leave the guest house today. This is a very important internal clan matter. The guards here in the procession will lead you all to your rooms. That's the end of the game, guys.
The end of this scene.
The end of Moto Nomen and Kengo's wedding.
For now.
OMG.
Naren's like, oh, okay, so we're gonna hold a court and everything after you just murdered my husband.
Right? That was what I was thinking. Oh, sure, we'll have a trial for them, but this guy just gets stabbed.
Yeah, Moto Nomen's brother.
Isn't he? So he just executed a samurai with no sort of trial
Yeah.
in front of everyone.
Uh-huh.
Outside their lands.
Outside of their jurisdiction.
You can call a blood feud.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about
Yeah.
considering it.
Moto Nomen's brother
Daisuke is pretty upset with seeing all
that in
this.
front of a Bayushi death dealer.
Oh, I
You
forgot.
could definitely challenge him to a duel, even.
There is one other character here that I forgot to show you, and she is kind of important. There is this woman who has the Mon of the Deer clan upon her.
Interesting. And she came with the procession, you said.
Yes.
He looks like somebody's sweet grandmother.
And in fact, this sweet little grandma will say, you know, I know they think their objections matter, but I see the bonds that tie them all together, and to this assassin who held the blade with the Khan's blood upon it. And that is her role here. Just so you know what you're up against.
Oh.
Okay, guys. Unless you want to fight the unicorn procession, you will be escorted to the guest house. Does anybody want to fight the unicorn procession?
Who's dragging
No.
Naurin? Because she's just standing very rigidly.
They'll tap you and make you go
Shiro Kurenagi
forward.
will definitely be
Unless
like,
unless you're gonna fight them, in which case it's gonna be a lot. You're gonna lose. I'm just gonna narrate and say you get knocked unconscious and dragged away.
Yeah, no, I'm just
I end
imagining that
Kurenagi.
somebody from her friends is going to try to pull her
Yeah,
back.
Kurenagi
and
will
she's
definitely
standing
try
very
to
still.
pull her back.
Yes.
I do end up looking over at my uncle before
He
being led
looks
off.
at you
Sure,
and-
he just gives like a little shake.
Yeah,
or
he's just like,
something.
and he's basically giving you a signal that this is not the right time. Like, there's a time for this. This is not it. But you will have your say.
There's
all right.
also thinking in my head, this is a power play.
Oh,
The
yeah.
brother wants to
This
be
is a
kind.
coup. This is 100% a coup. You got it.
I am 100% certain out of character that the Kitsu was the one who actually used the blade, but left it in Naurin's husband's hand for him to be caught.
Could be.
You don't know. We'll figure this out next time on Shadow Empire. Everybody grab 2 experience points. Hey, Bayushi Narin, lose honor equal to your honor rank. Shosuro Kurenagi, lose 2 times your honor.
Okay, down to 30 on.
Oh, for being liar, liar, pants on fire.
Yes. For considering the offer of the Yusuke, lose just 1 point of honor. You didn't do it, but you were considering it. 1 point
who?
of honor loss. For Daidoji Daisuke.
Doji.
Doji
Hold
Daisuke.
on. Hold on. Could you?
You lost
Could you
1
repeat that?
point.
Doji Daisuke
honor?
lose 1 point of honor for very seriously considering bringing this Yusuke to Kengo.
Well, at the very least, I didn't bring him.
You didn't. No, you didn't. That's why it's only just 1 point. I think that's it. I gave Crystal the honor for the dance. And that's the game, everybody. Hey, remember, we're going to have a little voting thing afterwards. It'll be up tomorrow. And we thank you for watching this as a recorded stream. Join us every Saturday. And we'll see you next time. From Crystal, Sasha, James, Matt, and Tarek, my name's Corey. Go roll some dice.